friends, welcome back. And today we're going to be taking a look at the cast of Seinfeld per request, so thank you for that. Here we take a look at the bones, the skeletons of public figures to help crack and crumble these illusions they've cast upon us and lift the veil and the scales from our eyes. Please do not show hate to anyone, anywhere, for any reason. We do not know these people, therefore we definitely do not hate them. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all this in one video because I took tons of pictures, but let's get started. Now, in this photo, I see 3 upside down eggies. Okay, even hers appears to be that way, but she actually has quite the angular jaw, and she has the deep set eyes. Let's start off with old Jerry. Okay, here we go with those short arms a swinging, short humerus bone from the shoulder to the elbow. We can see that the torso is quite wide. The hips are the same width as the shoulders. He's got the V-shaped clavicle, the more upside down egg shape to the skull, and the larger forehead that comes straight down. Now, once you learn this, like trying to watch the show, it would be quite interesting, you know, because like, the deception runs deep. Now here he is when he's older. Those arms are hanging akimbo, that low set belly button. Also, the chest is interesting if you'd like to take a closer look. Also, again, the hips are as wide as the shoulders, the V-shaped clavicle. Okay, again here with Hairy Jerry, and we can see the V-shaped clavicle going on, that forehead that comes straight down. He has a bit of a softer appearance in like the eyes, you know, the low set small ears, and again, those arms are akimbo. Okay, so men have the straight, thick clavicle. Women have a thinner bone here, and it's more V-shaped. Men have a larger skull with a square, blockier jaw, wider set eyes. Women have the more upside down egg-shaped skull, smaller jawline, you know, kind of lack of jawline, which is totally fine and normal. The forehead comes straight down. Men have a brow ridge bone that women do not have. Men's skulls slope backwards, whereas women's come straight down. Men have a straight spine. Women have a beautiful curved S-shaped spine. It curves in at the bottom and rounds at the top. Okay, men have a longer humerus bone from the shoulder to the elbow. Men have a more vertical pelvis and a smaller Q angle, which is between the hips, pelvis, and the femur. The male femurs come straight down, and they have plenty of spacing between the two walking sticks, the legs, okay? And because of this Q angle, men and the straight femur, men walk knees punching forward like a toy soldier, all right? And women have the wider pelvis with a larger Q angle. This causes our femurs to be angled, bringing our knees closer together, and when we walk with an inline footfall, one foot in front of the other, and I call it the crisscross applesauce. Now here we can see Mr. Seinfeld's hips are as wide as the shoulders again. He's got a bit of shape to him. It's also a curved S-shaped spine. It's going in at the bottom and curving at the top. He has the arms that hang akimbo. Now his wife over here has that super straight spine going on, okay? Also, his wife has a long humerus bone from the shoulder to the elbow. Now, this picture, but okay, we can see Mr. Seinfeld's serious curved S-shaped spine, okay? It's a lovely S shape. Also, the lack of jawline, and he has that more upside down egg-shaped skull, the shorter humerus bone, and the smaller hands. Now here he is walking with that inline footfall, that angled femur is bringing this foot in front of the other one. It's that crisscross applesauce. Again here with that serious crisscross applesauce, the small hands and that upside down egg-shaped skull. And again here with that super angled femur, the sloping shoulders, and again with that upside down egg-shaped skull. Here he is stepping down, and the legs are having to open wide. It's creating this diamond shape, okay? He's not going straight down, knees punching forward. He's having to open his legs wide to descend the stairs, all right? You can test this at home. This picture is kind of creepy. That face. You can see that upside down egg-shaped skull and the small hands. Okay, Mr. Costanza has that more upside down egg shape to the skull, closer set features, small hands, and his waist is as wide as the shoulders, okay? Now here he is as a baby. I'm just kidding. Isn't that creepy? Now here's the real photo, which is just as creepy, I guess, but he has that curved S-shaped spine. It's rounding at the top and the lower lumbar curve. We can see that short humerus bone from the shoulder to the elbow and that more upside down egg-shaped skull. Now here we can see the waist is as wide as the shoulders, the V-shaped clavicle, again with the short arms, and the arms hang akimbo. They hang out and around the hips, not straight down. Now here's the arms of Osiris, or the Osiris cross, which is an occult, some occult symbolism for you. Now here's a little occult symbolism for you. The crossed arms, the arms of Osiris, or Osiris has risen, the Egyptian god of the underworld, and that is why that app is called that. And also when you mirror that letter for the logo, it creates that compass, that square and compass, that one group of free, M's, the free M's use. Now here he is on the cover of some gay magazine. I don't know. And like this person also has the V-shaped clavicle, so this is just some major deception going on, but huge fashion package. Again, here we can see those super V-shaped clavicle going on. He was also in some Good and Plenty commercial when he was younger, and I think that's his actual real hair. But he's got the close-set features in that upside-down egg-shaped skull, the forehead that comes straight down. Now here he is when he was older. The hips are as wide as the shoulders, the arms hang akimbo, lack of jawline, lower set ears, and then that in-line footfall. That foot is perfectly hiding that one. Here he is again with the crisscross applesauce. This leg is swinging out, creating a diamond shape between the two walking sticks. The arms hang akimbo. Although this does not even look like him. They're saying 90s sitcom star looks completely unrecognizable. Yeah, I would say so. Is he one of the ones that got replaced? Now here he is again. That leg is swinging out as he steps down. One more time for the inline footfall. That leg is crossing. That's his son. And he's in between steps, so I wouldn't use that picture, but I believe the same thing is going on there. Okay, here he is with Kramer, and the arm is hanging akimbo. The hips are as wide as the shoulders. Now here he is when he was Cosmo, when he was really young, and he has that upside down egg shape to the skull. There is no brow ridge present. The forehead comes straight down. Also the lower set ears. Now I'm going to cover this up a little bit, but here we can see that curved S-shaped spine is curving in at the bottom and rounding at the top. Now we can see Kramer has that super inline footfall, the crisscross applesauce, that smaller skull with the closer set features, lack of jawline. And again here with that crisscross applesauce. I guess they had to trot him out with the mask on, you know. But anyways, the arms hang akimbo. And again here with that super inline footfall. And again. Now this is just a funny picture. Oh my goodness. Like he's always looked like 45 years old or something. Okay, but we can see that really upside down egg shape to the skull, closer set features, and lower set ears. But I'll end here, guys, and pick up in the next video with Elaine, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this and you have a lovely day. Just remember, you don't need to believe me. I'm just a silly lady on the internet that says, bones don't lie. People do. Bye.